Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to see some very interesting subject. Most of the people like this character very much, the Lioness. So let's see, without any delay, let's jump into the subject. I have taken this image from Pinterest. It's so majestic and colorful and powerful photograph. It's a wonderful reference, so I thought I can start with this and do some wonderful painting. So if you see the lighting in the neck area and the snout and muzzle area is beautiful. So it's really inspiring to do some nice artwork. Yeah, this painting, and we are going to focus more of like the sketching process. And first, as usual, I'm explaining how I have done this sketching process, then the painting. So two ways and the polishing in the end. So there are totally three ways we are going to explain this painting. So the first one is the sketching process, what we are starting, and I made it little faster because the real time, if I'm playing it, that everybody will be getting bored because it will take more time. I made it really 4 to 5 times faster so that it can be viewed better. So in the sketching process, when we are starting, and we have to focus about the constructions and the volume of the character. That's very important point, and always we got to focus on the axis, and which is running between those eyes and the snout area, you can see. So pay a lot of attention to the dimension and the 3D volume of the character. That's very important. It shouldn't be flat, because since we are drawing on the paper, we tend to do flat images, so that we have to avoid actually. So the reference you can take as just a reference, you don't have to completely copy, as I always says, and understand the flow and the rhythm of the line and the volume and the shapes. That's very important. So how much time you are spending on the sketching process, and slow down yourself and take enough time to the sketching process, because it's so important, that because this it's a fundamental and basic of any painting. So pay a lot of attention over there. And the eyes and snout, paying a lot of attention, because that's a primary focus of this painting. Trying to do with more of line shading to show the dimension. So it's just for a reference. Then when we are painting, and we have to maintain that volume well. Now the sketching is almost pretty much done, but I felt that the image is slightly slanted, and I wanted to make it right. So I'm erasing some unwanted lines little bit here, because there are too many lines to, without losing the detail, erasing the stuffs which I feel it is not required. to avoid the slantness, and I am taking the warp tool and trying to fix that thing, and maybe I have to check horizontally, flip it again, because the horizontal flip is very very important. We have to see the both views so we can find out the errors very quickly. So the warp tool is a wonderful tool because we can check how it is. Easily we can fix the shapes and dimension a little. So once I'm happy, and we can start the painting process. I have already quickly done the base colors. Now I'm working on the background part a bit. So I do the painting, and we have to be super careful not to miss any details. So I'm keeping the sketch layer on top and underneath doing the painting. Now we are paying more attention to the face. As always, I say this is the primary focus of this painting, and where you wanted to focus and pay a lot of attention. And in any painting, and generally the viewer won't be seeing every place because their eyes will be focused in some specific place, especially eyes and the face if it is a lively characters. If it is a background painting, and we have to divert them to the right place to pay attention to the particular place of the painting. That's very very important. In this subject, it is more of the face, so paying a lot of attention to the face so that it should come up well. Don't worry about the dimension and all these things, just fill the flat colors. I tried with this several layers, this multiply also I tried, but the colors looking a little darker in multiply, so I went back and changed it a little. Now the base color is almost done, so let us focus on the eyes, bring it a little closer, and pay a lot of attention to the eyes because, as always says, people watch the eyes the first on the face. So the underneath the eye, the white patches, the beautiful stuff with Lioness character. So I like that part very much. And take little time and work on the eyes. The translucence, how it is, the light is hitting, all these things are important. We want to do a little more detailing, and I kept a little highlight over the eye and a little yellow reflections and translucence, how it is reflecting on this, so it will look more real. Adding more detail near the nose and the eye part. Just keeping the colors flat, and then we can smudge it later. Adding a little more sunlight, how it is affecting the head and the snout and the ears and the neck area. It's just for the suggestion, because I'm keeping a little early, even though it is not completed in the down part, but I'm just giving the color suggestion so that the dimension look good. Then maybe we can come later on and fine tune it. It's not a problem. So it's almost in trying to get the dimensions and the 3D perspective and the dimension of the character. So I want to give a little more contrast to the background. So adding the background colors really quickly so that we can see the character, how it is standing out from the backgrounds. Mostly I'm working in the single layer and backgrounds. Sometimes I use the another layer, but sometimes I will merge and work like a regular painting process. And I won't use so many layers because this, as I told earlier, this program is almost like a realistic painting feel it will give you. So that's the reason I like this very much. So I'm filling the backgrounds now and trimmed a little bit. So because it's it can match as close as possible, and the unwanted place below is completely trimmed and resized now. So the leg part and the neck part having little more attention and blending it well little. Removing all the white part in the background, so I'm blending it well. So the neck part dimension is very very important. Sometimes it will look really flat and we have to be super careful to get the 3D volume of the neck and the body part. The fundamental structure and fundamental basic painting, the colors and details are there, but now we can go a little more fine tuning on top of each and every part slowly. At this phase, and we have to be super patient, otherwise, we may miss the detail, it may go wrong also. So, when we are doing the final polishing, we have to be patient. Now we can work on the lighting part more with a fine tune method because the background is already applied on top of it, and we can work on the characters and the hair part. It's a little tricky because I'm using a little thicker brush and I don't want to divert people to some other locations. So the ears and the hair, it is looking a little too thick. Maybe I have to blend it a little well so that it won't drag the attention there. The small piece of details on the brows are very very important, so pay a little more attention there. Smudging is again very important because we have to smudge it really well, otherwise the details and dimension may vary. We have to be super careful on the what direction we are dragging the brush is important. And sometimes I'll choose little off colors, then I'll smudge and fix it little. The nose details, again we are working on it little. So working the jaw area, it should have that volume, that little furry feel. Have to get through the tiny small strokes. It will be helpful to get that furry feel little. The how the sunlight is affecting the hair in the ears and the snout and the skull are super important, and how the shadow area and how the colors, the darkness in the neck area, it is giving the contrast also very important. So I'm adding a little more brownish in the neck area as in the reference and smudging it towards on the counter. That's again give a nice feeling. So touching the lighting part on the foreleg little. Yeah, almost pretty much we are there in the finishing stage. It's got pretty good feel, and I need to work on the muzzle area with the little mustache hair, and the fine detail of the eyebrows and the hair on the eyebrows. Yeah, as a final touch. We shouldn't overdo also. I think I have done a little too much. Maybe I have to tone down that. Yeah, working on the dots on the muzzle. It shouldn't be too dark because it has to go with the surface and the contour of the muzzle area. That's very important. Yeah, working on the hair and the final details. Taking to the program called Painter and working on the focus because the rest of the area can be slightly defocused so that people can focus on the face. Yeah, this is pretty much done now. Yeah, doing little color corrections and just a final adjustment to make it as a final. Shining it. It's too bright. resizing and checking how the outline work. Is it with the background white, will it work, or it is without background? I'm checking few options. Yeah, white background, it's looking nice, and I tried with a little gray background also. Yeah, that's it, everyone. That's my painting process of Lioness. So thanks for spending enough time to watch this video. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for your time again. See you again with some interesting subject. Until then, bye bye.